And we are back with another video. This is Kaiju Addict, your host, and today we are doing a review on the movie Monster Series 2006. Yep, 2006, Godzilla 68. Just recently unboxed, actually, as of today, as of recording and as of posting. Just unboxed this on the Facebook group Collect All Monster Collectors Live, with something else that you'll see in this video too. But I thought I would get this video done. Like, comment, and subscribe if you'll enjoy. And let's get on with the video. So, Godzilla 68. This is the Godzilla that appears in Destroy All Monsters, and in Hedorah, and in Gigan. And although they use a Megalon picture, they did change the head, I believe, and the body a little bit, so. But I have been hunting this figure down for a long time, and Clawmark Toys had this for the very generous price of $100, which is super cheap for this guy now. He seems to sit at the $160 to $200 range, so I picked him up. Let's pull him in and look at the detail. So first things first, that head, perfect. I love it. I love this head sculpt. I just love the Showa Godzilla. They're like, I watch pretty much a ton of films from all the eras, but there's something about the Showa Godzilla films that feel nostalgic for me in my childhood, even though they weren't coming out. But this figure is just absolutely stunning, and it makes sense. For people who didn't know, this figure was originally a Memorial Box exclusive. So that's why the sculpt on this guy seems to be a little bit better than most. I do like what they did with the tail here, where it's out, and then it curves and kind of, you know, goes off to the side. Not a lot of Godzillas have that, so it's kind of unique with this figure. Look at those spines. Oof. Golly. Absolutely am in love with this figure already. I love it. So the articulation is pretty simple. There's a glue seal at the tail, which is, you know, expected. And then he's got his two arm swivels, which his arms are set nice, so you can actually, like, pose him. It's very nice. And then he's got leg articulation. He does have a little bit of skin flap there, so be careful when posing him. This is all the same color anyways, but there is a little bit of blue shading here on the front, so don't, you know, chip the paint. The tag, because it's still attached, as I said earlier, has the 73 suit on there, but this clearly says 1968. And then the picture actually is fixed. And this is back when they had stats, so they're saying he's 50 meters tall. I think that's 2 tons, though that kind of seems a little light, but it's just my understanding. He's got the silver tag because he was under, I think back then it was 1,200 yen. If they were a certain amount, they had a gold tag, and if they were, you know, the standard figures, they had silver. Or sometimes they didn't have them at all. I have seen a few, and own a few, that never came with tags, like my Bandai Movie Monster Series 2004 Gigan from the Pink series. Alright, let's do some size comparisons. And I've got a lot actually here because, well, this figure is awesome. Also, he's in the movie with the second most amount of kaiju in it, Destroy All Monsters. So, the first one is the Showa Anguirus. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I was thinking maybe he could be a little bit larger, but no. The next one, to celebrate 50 years, here's Sedora from the same wave. The purple, pretty much what looked to be a Showa era set of releases, and then they canceled after 3 figures. But here's Sedora. Not size accurate at all, because once again, large kaiju can't be the right size. He's technically supposed to be like that tall. So, but it still looks nice. Still a good figure. other figure I unboxed, I have the 50th anniversary or memorial box version of this figure, but I really wanted this one because I wanted a color accurate version of 72 Gigan. And that's perfect scaling. Perfect. I love this. I can't wait to review this figure. I was debating whether to review my 50th memorial box version or this one, but because eventually I will own the 50th memorial box, I decided I'm gonna just do a big review on that all together, all the figures. So I will have 2 50th memorial box Gigans, but you know, the one's a G-Fest purchase, so it's pretty special. And then the last figure I want to scale it with is actually the Revoltech Baragon. And when you're going by suit and in movie appearance, this is a little small. Baragon should be like, I think he's supposed to be about that big comparatively. But when you're thinking about it in just a kaiju way, and Baragon's kind of like, almost like a little dog, or you could say like a rodent comparatively, this kind of works. So I'm not against the scaling, just when it comes to actual movie, it's not accurate. So that's it for size comparisons. I don't want to bore you too much. I also want to point out, if you can't tell, I got 2 new white poster boards because the other 2 old ones were used for my sets. Teaser coming in, the next short film has been completely filmed. Hopefully tomorrow. I gotta go get food today, and then I'm deep cleaning my room, so it could get done tonight or tomorrow. It could be next week. I don't know yet. I'm not putting an estimate release date just because I do want to work. I mean, I spent the first film, Godzilla vs. Titanosaurus, I filmed and edited and then posted within like, well, I didn't post it, but I put it on Premiere. And that took only about 3.5 hours. That's why it is kind of a little choppy, and then some things don't look the greatest. It was supposed to be a test. And this next one, which I've already teased and shown on Instagram, the King Caesar versus Gigan video, is already double the length, and I spent like 5 hours recording and doing reshoots, and I'm still leaving time open in case I want to go in and reshoot more. So, but yeah, so check that out. More than likely next week, probably later in the week. I do want to spend some time on it. So, but that's gonna wrap up for this video and my self-advertising. As I said earlier, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. This is Godzilla 1968. He's gonna get a, I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10. That is right. He's pretty much a perfect figure. Bandai blew it out of the park with the memorial box molds. If I had 62, if I had 64, 65, 55, those figures, just spoiler alert, are probably also going to get near 10s, 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, because they really did pull out all the stops for the new molds for that set. This figure is the perfect Bandai 6-inch 68. That's why I got this guy, and I don't have the old Bandai one that was sold through America. I used to have that figure, but I wanted the perfect one. And this is the quintessential 6-inch Godzilla for 68. So, if you enjoyed, please come back, subscribe for more. This is Kaiju Man Addict, your host, telling you to please be safe and rock on. Signing out.